Hey there, boys and girls. And today is Wednesday, May 13th. Let's continue talking about asking and answer questions. Why do we ask questions when we're reading a text? To get greater understanding. That's right. And are all questions the same? Some are easy. Some are easy peasy, we should say, and some are strong. Some are thick and some are thin. In today's activity, we're going to decide whether a question is a thick one or a thin one. And then we're going to use our organizer. Now, I've attached an organizer for you. If you can print it, go ahead. If you don't have a printer, that's okay. Just take a lined piece of paper. On the top of it, write thick or thin, draw a line under that, and then you make like a T shape. This is called a T organizer when you do a line right down the middle. And so we're going to do thick or thin questions. And so you don't have to worry about writing this. You can just say thick or thin. And then on this side, we're going to organize all our thick questions. And on this side, we're going to organize all our thin questions. And the questions are already down here for us. So we just get to decide. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1. How many people does the earth have on it? How many people does the earth have on it? Do you know that question without having to look it up or read about it? I don't either. So let's write that as a thick question, one that we would have to read about. Number 1 goes over here. Let's go down over here. Number 2. Why do people float in outer space? That's an interesting question. Would we have to look it up to find the answer? Yeah, we could read all about what is it about gravity and why out in space there's not as much gravity. So let's put that as another thick question. Let's go on to number 3. Do you like the earth? What do you think, thick or thin? Yeah, it's just an opinion. You can say yes or no. So that would be a pretty thin question. So I'm going to put number 3 over on this side. Question number 1 and 2 were thick questions. Number 3 goes on this side. Number 4. Do you want to go to outer space? Do you want to go to outer space? What do you think, thick or thin? Do you have to look it up? No, we don't have to look it up. So we know that question number 4 is another thin question. We just get to say yes or no to it. What time does the sun rise? Well, that depends where you're at and what time of year it is, huh? So we would have to do some research. We'd have to study and read about that. So that's a pretty big question, isn't it? Let's see, do this one out. There we go. We can say number 5 was a thick question, one that we'd have to look up and research a little bit. How did they build that tall skyscraper? How did they build that tall skyscraper? What do you think? Thick or thin? If you said thick, you're absolutely right. Good job. Number 7, what color is the sun? Number 7, what color is the sun? Do we have to think about that? Do we have to read about it? Or can we just kind of see pictures of it? I wouldn't suggest looking at it because that's hard on our eyes, but yes, it's just something that's an easy question. Yellow, red, orange, we know that. Have you heard of a construction worker? Have you heard of a construction worker? Now that's a kind of interesting one. But is it just a yes or no question? Have you ever heard of a construction worker? You could say, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Pretty thin, right? Good job. If you said thin, you were absolutely right. And the last one, what kind of job does a construction worker do? I'm going to let you decide on that one. You're going to put it in thick. What kind of work does a construction worker do? Can we read about it and study it? Or is it just a simple question that we can answer yes or no, or look at a picture and say the answer? Which one do you think it is? I'll let you decide. Be sure you put your name on it. Be sure you take a picture of it and submit it with your assignment today on Google Classroom. And have a great day.